All right, welcome, Cycle 56. Congrats once again. Um, we're going to go over um, a few things here. The reason why these virtual check-ins are important to us is because we want to make sure that we clear up any questions, any concerns that you might have before the start date. Hey, Jess. And that's mainly why we do this, right? This is the agenda. This is what we're going to go over today. Um, we're going to do a quick round of introductions. You're going to meet the tech team. We'll talk a little bit about our previous engagement. Some of you were part of that, which was the snack and paint. I'll tell you a little bit about that. And then there's a pre-cycle to-do list that I want to go over. So these are three things that you must do before the cycle starts. And one is just a one pager of resources in case you want to start looking up terminology, if you want to start exploring some HTML, CSS, JavaScript things that might be of interest or piques your curiosity. But let's get things going with introductions, right? So we're just gonna go name, how did you hear about i.c.stars, and what are you excited about? I'll reintroduce myself so I can kick things off. My name is Chris Romero, and I am the Senior Recruitment Manager here at i.c.stars Chicago. I heard about i.c.stars because I'm an alum of the program myself. So I went through the i.c.stars internship in 2008 as part of Cycle 15. And I was actually referred by my cousin. He's an alum from Cycle 8. When he told me about the program, did not tell me that he already had a career in IT. He didn't tell me nothing. He just said, hey, go check out this place. It might be of interest. That's how I heard about i.c.stars. And I'm excited about October 28th. Getting to see everyone here on the first official day of i.c.stars. It is really important for all of us, right, to just kind of kick a cycle off. And I can tell you that all the staff here is looking forward to that date. With that being said, I'm actually going to hold Ryan and Jess till the end this time. And I'm going to hand it over to Suli. You're on mute.
I'm Sally. Do you mean me, right?
Sally, okay. I thought it was Suli or Sally. Sorry, because I know you said you like to go by that, right?
It's just easier to pronounce. My full name is hi everyone. My full name is Saltanat Ruslanova, and just call me Sally. It's just way easier to pronounce.
Sally, got it.
Yeah. So I'm from a small country called Kyrgyzstan. It's been almost 15 years that I live here in Chicago. I have a little bit of background in IT, but it was many years ago. I don't really remember much of it. And I heard about i.c.stars from my brother. He met someone who participated and was successful. And I was in search, trying to get a job, and was unsuccessful at all. And he just mentioned i.c.stars and said, I know someone who was successful trying it out, and maybe just check it out. So I kind of didn't take it seriously at first, but then after months of unsuccessful job search, I took a chance and did my research, and I regret that I didn't start earlier joining. And that's how I found out about i.c.stars. And I'm super excited to meet new people. And it's a huge new chapter for me, new page in my life for me. And I'm super excited about this opportunity. And I'm just so grateful for just the fact that i.c.star exists. It's such a huge opportunity. Yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you. Anybody else want to go? Just go off mic.
I can go ahead.
There you go.
So my name is Travis Rosario, and I heard about i.c.stars through my girlfriend's brother. He went through the program and he's landed himself into a career now, and things are looking pretty good for him, and I want to go down that same route. one thing I'm excited about is probably learning something new again or just being open to learning again. I mean, I'm 22. It's been a while since I've been in school. So just being able to learn something again is, something I look forward to.
Thanks, Travis. Do you mind me asking who that alumni resident is that attended IC
Yeah.
Stars?
So his name is Giovanni Castillo.
Oh, Gio. Gio. Thank you. All right. Anybody else want to voluntarily go off mic? Off mute?
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
What's it called? I'm Ivan, and I've always had a knack for like playing with electronics ever since I was younger, even with a younger family. So I've like had like variety of messing with like tinkering with stuff since like older technology, modern technology, and I've always had an interest in IHT. I heard about the program through my aunt saying that one of her friend's siblings, I don't remember his name, but he went through the program and supposedly, his brother was saying he didn't start off motivated at first, and now he's landed in a great job that he has, and it's only made me more motivated to do this because it's like for the longest time since I came from a blue collar family, I was always working like barely making enough. This opportunity seems like it's something that'll really excel me and something that I've always been interested in.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Anybody else? Jocelyn, want to pick on you? Is that okay?
Yeah, my name is Jocelyn Puente. I heard about the program through just like searching through the internet and stuff. It's just because tech is the new up and coming thing. I started looking at that and I see cars just came up. And what I'm excited about is um, getting into something new and different that I've never been in. I've been in customer service most of my life, so it's something new, and I'm excited to learn it and get into it and meet a bunch of different people and network.
Awesome. Thank you. Destiny or Daniel?
No.
Oh, go ahead, Destiny.
I forgot.
Well, are you parked? I don't want you to be driving
Oh no, I'm not.
want you to be safe.
I'm not. I'm not. No, 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 no.
Okay.
But yeah, my name is Destiny. I do go by Camille, which is my middle name, just because I like that name better. I have to switch it on Teams. But I learned about the program through the YJC Youth Job Center in Evanston, and my life has always kind of been circled around tech. I took 3D computer art and graphic design. I was really into that. Um, so when I saw the opportunity for this, I just took it.
What are you excited about?
Um, I'm excited about Geek Week. I think that's like when I heard about that from Sharonda, I got really happy. So I'm really excited about Geek Week.
All right, I'm gonna hold you on to that. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that. This is being recorded. I'm gonna play that back on during Geek Week. All right, thank you for that. Daniel?
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Daniel Arismendi. I'm from Colombia. I'm here about i.c.stars. I was looking for some job, and I see the opportunity of be part of the bootcamp, I guess, with i.c.stars. I sent my CV to be uh, my CV to IC, and I've been through the process, and I'm reading about it, and I like the opportunity to improve my skills, my tech, my programming skills, and what I excited. I'm excited about improve my communication skills and learn new things in this process. So that's it. Hi.
Awesome, thank you. Naya, I also see you're on the call.
Hi, I'm Naya Dawson. I found out about ic Stars mostly looking for an apprenticeship and just trying to capitalize off of my tech experience. And what I'm most excited about is for the first day. Actually, I've been looking forward to it since I signed my offer letter.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna actually, if you guys can follow the introductions, but you can introduce yourselves, Jess, Ryan, our tech team. So take it away, Jess.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Moten. I am one of the tech trainers here. I'm also alumni of Cycle 47, which was we commenced back in 2021. I'm currently a full stack developer. I don't know, do they talk about this? The iRoom?
No.
Talk about it in- Can I talk about it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so upon completion of i.c.stars, you gain 1,000 hours, but you also get 25 college credits. So I use those college credits to go back to school to get a degree in business information systems, which I'm still working on. But it's but also a web development specialty. So through all that, I got a certificate to be a full stack developer. And now I'm here helping the future of technology. So one of the things I'm most excited about is meeting the future leaders of tech, right? Because that's y'all, that's you guys. And I'm really excited to go on this journey with you guys and help you learn how to learn tech. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan Magley. I am the other tech trainer. I heard about i.c.stars. I was actually recruited into this role after my last job. I was working at a for-profit boot camp for about 4.5 years. Like Jess, I am effectively a full stack web developer. I'm really more a back-end person. I'm a Python programmer. If that doesn't mean anything to you right now, that's okay. We'll be covering that shortly. Shortly meaning, a few weeks from now. My background before that was I've always been into tech since I was a kid. I grew up with a family computer, kind of hand me down, ripped it apart when I was 11, the whole thing. I went to school for a degree in psychology, realized that that wasn't doing much for me, went back to school for computer science, actually dropped out for a couple of reasons, money being one of them, but all of my friends just saying, hey, you know enough, you should just go get a job. You don't need a degree in this field, right? Which is how the boot camp that I worked at can operate, and it's how i.c.stars can operate. It's one of the, I don't want to say the only, but it's one of the few ways that you can kind of, get into one of those high-paying jobs without needing a college degree, which is pretty cool to me because they're nice, but they're not the end-all be-all. So yeah, I really do like teaching this stuff. And it's really cool to be able to give people kind of the same chance that I've had to kind of, again, leapfrog their way into, a career.
All right. Well, here's where can I also open the floor to, right, anything that, Jess and Ryan, additionally that you want to share with Cycle 56, what can they expect in their journey at i.c.stars, and then also opening up the floor to Cycle 56 to ask you guys questions.
Ryan, you can go first.
Do we have this down now? Do we have a pattern?
Go first, cool. Ryan.
We have done this a few times, and I think the most important thing to make y'all aware of is, first off, that this is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge in a lot of ways. I think the biggest challenge for a lot of the interns is fear. Fear of looking like you don't know something, or fear of making mistakes, and you gotta discard that as soon as possible, because the nice thing about working in tech, and specifically when it comes to programming, which is primarily what I do, your mistakes aren't permanent. That they're very easily fixable. right? You can go back, you can rewrite code. Nothing you do in the program, as far as like what you're learning, is going to have any like long-term hazardous effects on your project or whatever. Like, don't be afraid to make mistakes. One of the interns in the cycle right now, we don't have favorites, but I really do like this guy for this one quality. Anytime I ask a question, like for the entire group, he will immediately raise his hand and he will say, I'll give you a wrong answer, which is great because A, he's not afraid. B, sometimes wrong answers can be very insightful. Like they can sometimes answer a different question, or they can kind of reveal your thought process so that Jess and I better understand, you know, what you're thinking. But he's also not always wrong, and he's been getting more right the longer the program goes, you know. So really just don't be afraid to just throw yourself into this, like full bodied as hard as you can, because even if you make mistakes, again, that's part of the process. To kind of cap this off, once we get into like the programming side of things, it's going to be frustrating. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. I can tell you that on average, Jess and I make about the same number of mistakes that you do. They're different mistakes sometimes because we're a little more advanced, but really the biggest difference is just that we catch and fix our mistakes quicker, right? Which is, again, is just a factor of experience, which is also a state that you can achieve as long as you just, again, fearlessly throw yourselves into it.
I don't think there's anything I can add to that, Ryan. No, I'm kidding. So just kind of off of the mistakes, when you get into your the actual programming portion, you're going to see these red squiggly lines, and it's going to immediately tell you in your mind to stop. But that's the opposite. You need to continue. You need to read that red squiggly line and and allow it to guide you towards the actual answer. And if you get super stuck, Ryan and I are always available to help. Well, not always, within 8 within reason, but we are available to you guys to help you overcome those little squiggly hurdles, right? But just going off what Ryan said, it is going to be one of the toughest things that you complete. It was for me, but I haven't encountered much tougher than that since commencing from i.c.stars. So I really want to impart on you guys to just put in what you want from this program. Don't, it's not the type of program that you want to come in and just try to coast through. You want to put in what you want to receive from this program. And I want you all to know that we're as committed to you guys learning this as you are. And take that as how you will, right? If you're very committed, we'll be very committed with you. I'm already very committed already. I can't wait to see you guys walk across the stage, receive your certificate, and go on and be great in tech. But I just want everyone to know that it takes a lot of commitment for the 4 months that you'll be within this program. So be ready for that.
You have Cycle 56. Do you guys have any questions for Ryan or Jessica? No? Okay. That's all right. All right, so we'll move on to the next part, but just I do want to emphasize that, right? And I like talking about this because for the next 16 weeks, the duration of your i.c.stars internship, it's a great opportunity that not a lot of people have in terms of being selfish, right? This is 4 months that you can dedicate to yourself, and look at this as an investment that it's going to feel like a sacrifice at times because social life is going to take a toll. You're not going to have a lot of time to do other things. But if you look at it as an investment and invest those 4 months, those 16 weeks in your learning in this experience, that's just going to propel you to the next step and in launching your careers. So just want to offer that up. And let's see what else we have here. Snack and paint, right? So this was an activity. I know for sure Daniel was part of it. Oh, you can see Daniel there in the picture. where, we've had people kind of waiting for the cycle to start for a while. And we just create engagement points. And this was an activity that we did here at the studio at this place where we're sitting right now. And we had Jonathan Ramirez from Cycle 53 come in and lead this workshop. He does this kind of as his entrepreneurial side and for fun on the weekends and other days, where he does a painting workshop, right? And we were able to provide snacks. So, hey, we called it Snack and Paint. It was, I think, 8 of us in total from Cycle 56. Cycle 56 will have a total of 24 interns, right? And if you remember from the information session, a cycle is usually made up anywhere from 20 to 24. In this case, we are going to start with 24 interns. So looking forward to that, and other activities like this one, right? I know it's heavy on the tech side. You're going to have business experience and the leadership component, right? But we also make room for some fun activities that are not so directly in front of a computer and typing away. All right, so this is the pre-cycle to-do list. If you have your phone, you can definitely scan that QR code, or you're also going to get this document via email and a follow-up and a recap email that I'll send to you. These are 3 things that you can do. 2 of them are pretty much mandatory, and 1 of them is optional. The optional one is to join a GroupMe group. I don't know if you're familiar with GroupMe, but it's basically we'll provide the link. You get to join a group where you can communicate with your cohort, right? We're inviting everyone to this GroupMe, and as part of staff, only Tandalea, our case manager, myself, and Sharonda are part of this group, along with anybody else that joins from Cycle 56. Again, it's optional, but you are more than welcome to join, start conversation, just start building community with your cycle mates. From time to time, Tandalea is going to put resources there too, in case you need resources or they might be useful. And so that's the optional piece. If you want to join that group, I think for the most part right now, we have I want to say at least 15 people in that group out of the 24. What you must do before cycle starts, and I believe the PDF that you just scanned, if you scanned it, says October 18th. If you can do that before then, is to book 30 minutes with Tandalea Hill, our case manager. Some of you have already met Tandalea. I think she's been a part of all the panel interviews. But if you have not had a chance to schedule 30 minutes with Tandalea ahead of time, I suggest you do so as soon as possible. This is just going to help you get to know each other and understand how she's here to remove any barriers or obstacles that are going to, stop you or potentially stop you from being successful in the program. So she's just a resource and she just wants to get to know you. Then the last piece is write a letter to yourself. This is something that is due before the first date of your internship. You're writing a letter to yourself, congratulating yourself for completing Cycle 56. So this is a letter that you'll give to yourself on the day of commencement. In i.c.stars, we don't say you graduate from the program, you commence from the program, right? Because we believe that this is the start. This is where you begin your career. So this assignment of write a letter to yourself doesn't have to be super lengthy, doesn't have to be super short. You decide what that letter looks like. And if you want to keep it private, just let me know, like, hey, Chris, attached is my letter. I want to keep it private. I don't want nobody to read it. Nobody will read it. If you say, hey, Chris, here's my letter. Can you proofread it? Can you give me some feedback? I'll gladly do so. Just know that this is a letter that you're going to be giving yourself when you commence from i.c.stars. And that is due, again, right before your start date, October 28th. Any questions on that, on those 3 things? No. All right.
Just one
Yeah.
thing.
Tia?
I'll let you go.
Oh, go ahead, Ivan.
Do we have to do it on paper or is it going to be a Word document?
If you can do it on a Word doc, Google Doc, digital version of that, it is going to get printed out. But like I said, if you want to keep it private, it'll get printed. Nobody's going to read it. We'll put it in an envelope.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I would prefer a Word doc or a Google Doc or a PDF, however is easiest for you. And I believe, Destiny, you came off mic. Were you going to ask something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what Ivan asked. He got to it before me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Cycle prep resources. I believe at some point, I want to think that you received this via email already. If you haven't, again, you'll receive it again via email, or you can scan the QR code. And it's basically reminding you that i.c.stars is not just a tech program that you signed up for. There is a business component. You're gonna have business experience, and a leadership curriculum on top of that. So you'll experience business leadership, technology, and there's some resources there, right? Like some terminology that you could be searching around and finding the meaning of a Scrum Master. What are the responsibilities of a business analyst, right? So that's stuff that you could just kind of do on your own time just to get familiar with those terms. Same with leadership. There's a couple of terminologies there, I believe, in leadership, and then technology, right? We offer some links there for some typing training, right? Practice your typing is extremely important, especially during Geek Week, as it was brought up earlier. Make sure that you're comfortable with the keyboard, right? So practice some typing. If you can make that part of your daily routine, like spending 15 minutes, 10 minutes, even just practicing typing, I think will be great.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is something I did with my kids. I've been doing with them since, I think my daughter, she's in 6th grade now, and I've been doing with her since 3rd grade, typing like 15 minutes in the summertime a day. And she now types without looking, and she's like 12 years old. So, and a lot of people are like, oh, you can type without looking. So it does really, really help in being consistent. So I just want to highlight.
It's a muscle, right? I'm comfortable with the keyboard, but if you need to practice a little more to get faster, to be more efficient. So there's some links, some games there that you can try. There's also some introductions to, as I mentioned earlier, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We're not expecting anybody to be experts in all of these things. But if you can just go through those links, get familiar with what each thing looks like, it'll just be helpful for you before you begin. Again, all of these things in this document are for you to, do at your will. There's no deadlines or anything. It's just, we want to make sure you have a few things that you can reference to in preparation to your start date. All right. So I kind of feel like I ran through that pretty quick. Are there any questions, concerns, things that are top of mind during this call or that you have been thinking about since your acceptance?
Did we talk about the break between
No, we have not. Thank you. So what Jess just brought up was your cycle is gonna happen during the holiday breaks, right? November, Thanksgiving, December, New Year's, and Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. But it's gonna be over holidays, right? So actually, let me see if I can pull up so I can tell you for sure. I know that you will be off on Thursday and Friday for the Thanksgiving holiday break. And the big break that is not really a break, it can be a break. You decided how much of a break you make it. It's obviously those last weeks of the year, right? So you will be off and we will be partially virtual. And I say partially because let me be careful how I phrase this. So you will have a few deliverables, right? We don't say that we give out homework. This is not school. You're not going to get grades or report cards. You're working on a project, and anything that we do here is for you to learn and experience. So you're gonna have a couple things that you're gonna have to deliver to your managers once you come back from the holiday break. So the weeks of December 23rd all the way to no, I'm sorry, December 23rd through January 3rd, will not be in person, right? It is considered a break, but we will have a few hours throughout some days where you can come in and check in with us based on your deliverables, right? I don't want to say that you're going to be completely off and treat this as vacation, because you're still going to have to report a few times throughout those days that you're off. And the reporting will be virtual, so it won't be an in-person activity. It will just be maybe a couple hours a week that you'll report in, and you'll talk to your managers and you'll talk about your deliverables. Any questions about that specifically? All right.
No questions about that, but I do have a quick question I thought I'd ask.
Sure.
So just just thought I'd ask because I know majority might have bills, but I know Tandalea said that we'd be getting 230 weekly. Would that be effective as soon as we start, or would there be like delay?
Great question. The first week that you're here, it'll be an in-person week, right? So the first week will be in person, and then after that, we'll start your hybrid schedule. But before I even get into that, to answer your question, during that first week, you're gonna sign up with the tech team, with the support of the tech team and our CTO, to Bill.com, which is the system that's gonna pay you every week ongoing, right? Holiday break and all that won't be affected. You'll still get your 230 a week, no matter what, up until commencement. That first week, you will not get paid though, because that's the week you sign up for it. And then the following week, usually payments come in through anywhere between Monday and Wednesday.
All right, perfect.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Also,
Great.
to like go on that question,
Yeah.
is the 230 before or after tax? Or does
You
it
will
not get taxed?
be, right, you will be filling out, I think some of you already filled out a W-9, which gets treated as an independent contractor. So there's no taxes that get taken off out of that.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, based on the amount that you make throughout your internship, you don't have to report that. But I can definitely get you more information on that. But as far as I know, your 230 is what you get on a weekly basis.
Can we kind of go
Alright.
back to the break part?
Yeah.
My cycle was a cycle that was during the break, like this time of the year. So I just want you guys to know that you need to like really use that time wisely, because coming from that break will be some sort of like big presentation that you need to do. So just make sure that you guys are using that time wisely so that you can, stay on course for the project, because it's very important. Like, we got together fairly often as a team, and worked on things together. So I just want y'all to be aware of that, because yeah, we did stuff.
And then regarding the hybrid schedule, so after your first week, starting your hybrid schedule, you'll have Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are your in-person days, and Wednesday and Friday are your virtual days. So you will be working remote Wednesday and Friday after the first week. And of course, there are key weeks throughout the internship, such as Geek Week, where you will be required to be in person for those 5 days. I believe it's Geek Week and then final presentations week, which, it's further down the road, but for sure we'll have a schedule for you. We call it the Galactic Guide, which kind of takes you week by week throughout your i.c.stars internship, and we'll have that ready for you next time we see each other. This brings me to the next time we'll see each other will be October 23rd. That's what we call orientation day. It's not a full day, it's three hours from 4 to 7. You'll be coming in person. You'll meet some most of the staff. You'll meet some alums, and we'll. Brian, can you admit? Thanks. So once again, October 23rd, orientation day. You'll be here in person from 4 to 7. I'll send all of those details with enough time in advance for you to prepare. And as I said, I'm going to send a recap of this meeting here, but that's the next time we're going to see each other. If you have any questions between now and then, know that you can always reach out to me, Tandalea, or Sharonda. Let's see if there's any key things. I do want to ask, and I know some of you already answered this via a form, but I know some of you haven't. Are there any dietary restrictions, food allergies that we should be made aware of?
I don't have any.
Okay, the reason I ask is because there'll be times where we'll be able to provide lunch, dinner, or even we'll have special guests and they'll sponsor food or whatever. We just want to make sure that everyone's accommodated for, and we make sure that we don't get anything that's going to get anybody sick, or you just, you might not like meat, but that's okay. So yeah, if there are any dietary restrictions, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Any other questions that I can answer or we can answer for you? No, okay. All right, well, 2 minutes shy of 45 minutes. We can conclude this virtual meetup. I want to thank you for making time in your day to take this and just touch base with us, and know that we're all excited to start a new cycle 56. And, October 23rd, again, that's the next time we'll see each other. And then your first official day will be October 28th. All right. Thank you all for joining us. I think that's, one last slide.
Great meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
And
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Happy Friday.
Have a great day, guys. See you.
Have a good one.
Sure.